What's up guys, welcome back to my channel, or if you are new, hi, I'm Em and it's very nice to meet you. Today I'm doing a March plan with me video which I am so excited about, and I hope you are excited about it as well and enjoy the video. So the theme that I chose for March is coffee, which I have been wanting to do for a very long time, and a couple of my bullet journal friends recommended that I do, so why not? So now I'm making literal latte art, which I can't actually do this in a real cup of coffee yet, but at least I can paint it. So I'm not doing this straight in my bullet journal for a couple of reasons, one being that I didn't want the watercolors to bleed through to the other side too much, and also I didn't want to mess it up, so I actually practiced this a couple of times. This is the second one that I did, and it turned out better than the first one, plus I needed to do it on camera for you guys, so I ended up using this one in my journal. So I was actually really pleasantly surprised with how this turned out. It was a lot better than I was expecting it to because I'm not the best with watercolors, but I am getting better and I'm glad to see this improvement just with blending and shading and things like that. I may end up adding something else to this page, but I didn't have any more inspiration of what to do with it at the time, so if you guys have any ideas, you can let me know in the comments below and maybe I will add it. Now I know none of the lines on this calendar are perfectly straight. I could have used a ruler if I wanted to, but I just decided to leave them because I like them a little bit squiggly. I don't know, it was just the style that I was going for, and I think it makes it look a little bit more authentic. So a lot of the stationery that I used in these spreads was actually sent to me by friends in pen pal letters and such, so I'm just going to give them a mini shout out by linking their Instagrams in the description box below, which you should really check out because all of their accounts are lovely and they have such gorgeous bullet journals and they're super sweet. I swear, every time I make a calendar, I make the same mistake. I start writing out the numbers at the beginning of the week instead of where the month actually begins. Thankfully, this one was somewhat fixable. I just wrote over it with my black Tombow and filled in the spaces that I won't be using anyways. There was the 6 that was still left, but I was able to paint over it and make it look somewhat like a 1. Thankfully, I caught my mistake before I made it too far into the month, where it would have been a lot less fixable. So I don't know why, but I have been absolutely obsessed with doing these adorable little flower doodles. They're just so simple and sweet and easy, and I've been sending them in letters and putting them on my bullet journal spreads and just everything. Collage style spreads are by far my favorite ones to make. I don't exactly know why. Maybe it's partially because They're so messy but pretty at the same time, and there's so many different kinds of stationery you have an opportunity to use in them. I don't know, I just like the look of them. I always like to have a place for my goals at the beginning of the month, just so I can check back on it throughout the month and make sure that I am completing them. So this bookmark is actually from the coffee shop that I worked at. Well, it's part of the bookmark, I cut it up a little bit, but I thought it was very fitting with the aesthetic that I was going for this month. And I mean, it's from a coffee shop, so of course it fits my theme. So now I'm just drawing some coffee beans to fill up this little empty space down here in the corner, and they're actually pretty easy to draw. I just looked up doodles of them on Pinterest and went off of some of them, and now I'm actually kind of getting them down without having to look at a picture so much, so that's nice. But yeah, you'll probably be seeing a lot of them on my Instagram over the next month. And I just ended up coloring them in brown with one of my zebra mildliners. liners. And more flower doodles. So that pretty much concludes that spread. Now I'm going to be moving on to my mood tracker, which I'm really happy with how it turned out in the end. I hope you guys like it. Of course, I did it with none other than coffee beans, which may seem cliche. I don't know, I haven't seen too many people do this theme, so I don't know what they usually do. Maybe they do cups of coffee, which I also considered, but I just thought coffee beans would be more fun. So the only moods I'm doing for this mood tracker are productive, happy, and down/tired, because I don't really feel like I need more than that. So now moving on to my habit tracker, which isn't anything that special. These boxes are 16 squares across and 2 up and down. I'm probably going to end up crossing out the last square since March only has 31 days in it. Haha, just kidding, this spread is hecka special because I am using actual coffee on this spread, which I've only seen a couple other people do on Pinterest, but I just thought it was a really cool idea, so I decided to try it as well. And this coffee isn't super dark, so it didn't show up amazingly well, but I still think it turns out looking pretty cool, if I do say so myself. So yeah, that spread was pretty self-explanatory and simple. So now I am moving on to my next page, which is my brain dump, which I'm actually doing on the opposite side right now because I am still waiting for the coffee stains to dry. And my art skills entirely failed me while trying to draw this cup. I should have practiced them beforehand, but it didn't turn out entirely terrible, so I'm just rolling with it. And again, I'm using the coffee because I am obsessed with it, and since it wasn't so dark, I just colored over it with some marker and watercolors and all that stuff. Haha, just kidding again, this isn't a brain dump, it's a brain spill. Just a little play on words that I couldn't help but include because I also came up with this myself. It's probably been done before, but it just popped into my brain and I was like, I have to do that, so there you go. And now moving on to my gratitude log, which is also a very simple page. I don't know, I just like these ones to look a lot more clean and not so collage style. That pretty much wraps up this video though. I feel like it went by really fast, but I hope you guys enjoyed and I hope you're having a lovely day. Thank you if you made it this far in, you guys are the bomb.